Welcome to Gluten-Free Best Friends. Today, I'm going to be making a gluten-free and a dairy-free peach cobbler. And I'm going to be using some Bella Gluten-Free all-purpose baking mix in this cobbler. So delicious. I'm really excited to see how it turns out in this. I'm also going to be using some of the So Delicious yogurt. This is the almond yogurt, vanilla flavored. I thought it might be good to kind of add to the cobbler and make it a little bit creamy, add something special. So we'll see, it's kind of an experiment. For today's recipe, we'll be using some flour, xanthan gum, baking powder, vanilla, cinnamon, earth balanced butter, an egg, peaches, some yogurt, and some sugar. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut up the peaches and get them ready in the pans. Okay, so I'm going to cut the peaches apart. You can choose to peel them or you can leave the skin on. I think that it's fun to leave it on just because it adds a little bit more color to the cobbler, but it's totally up to you. And I'm just going to kind of cut them into just slices like this. Okay, so I have my peaches. So before I put those in, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of sugar in my bowl. And then I'm also going to add the yogurt. So, this yogurt is so good. Okay, so we'll add this. Before I add the peaches, so I don't want to break them up completely, I'm just going to mix this together. Now I'm just going to add in my peaches. So my peaches are all mixed up, and I'm just going to add a little bit to the bottom of each of these. So maybe like an inch or so to layer the bottom. Okay, so now I'm ready to get started with the cobbler part. So I'm going to start with a cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of butter, and I'm going to mix those all together. So, there we go. Okay, next I'm going to add my earth balanced butter. So, there we go. I'm just going to toss it in. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to mix this up so the sugar and the butter become one, and then we'll be ready to add the rest of the ingredients. Lock it. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'll stop that. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the flour, the xanthan gum, the baking powder, cinnamon, and the vanilla. So start with the flour, and actually I'm going to keep this moving as I add the flour in. So lock it on and just put it on low. There we go. Here's my teaspoon of xanthan gum. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. There we go. Perfect. And a teaspoon of vanilla. There it is. Open it up. Okay. Okay. And a teaspoon and 1/4 of baking powder. So now I can just add this on top of the peaches. There. So I'm just going to scoop about like a tablespoon or so at a time and just flop it on top. It'll all even out as it cooks, so don't worry about that. So this is definitely a little bit darker than you might be used to, and that's just because we use the coconut sugar. But it's going to taste delicious. Okay, so they're all ready. You can kind of see that it's kind of just clumped on the top, but I'm not worried about that. I know it's all going to spread out as it cooks. So I'm going to put them in. The oven is preheated to 350, and I'm going to cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes and keep an eye on them since these are smaller. Go. Okay, so these are ready. I'm getting the rest out, and then I'm going to put a little bit of ice cream on top and taste them. So these cooked up really, really well. I think that the yogurt that I put in with the peaches kind of almost made it like a peachy pudding underneath too, so it looks really good. I'm excited to try it. Let me get one more. Okay, so they're really warm, but I'm still just gonna put some of my ice cream on top. I'm gonna be using the So Delicious coconut milk, sugar-free and dairy-free. up, and this is the vanilla bean flavor. Looks really good. I haven't tried it yet, I'm excited. All right, ooh, which do I pick? Oh boy, so many choices. I'm gonna take this one. Ice cream's melting, it's perfect. Maybe one more scoop. There we go. Okay, so I have the ice cream on. I am ready to give it a try. So here I have a peach, some ice cream, some of the cobbler. It's really hot. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's all good as a whole, but I think now I need to just taste individual. So first, let me taste this ice cream. Oh, that was really good. And let me try just some of the peach. So good. I don't know what the yogurt did, but it was a really successful experiment. So delicious. If you'd like some more detailed instructions of how you can make this cobbler, or where you can find some of the Bella Gluten-Free Flour, or the So Delicious yogurt, or the So Delicious ice cream, check the link to the blog in the description below. It's all there. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.